Our life has improved a great deal.
Today I'm running some errands. First I'm going to Pick 'n Save. It wasn't that long ago that I wouldn't have had money to go to Pick 'n Save. It wasn't that long ago that I wouldn't have had a car.
I thought, like most people, that I would, meet someone and have a typical get married, have children. By the time I was 35, that wasn't happening yet. When I turned 42, it sort of came up again. And that's when I started looking into adoption. I ended up getting Zev through adoption. I was an IT consultant and I was managing projects. I was doing really well, so I had no qualms about adopting a child and no qualms about being able to afford raising a child, because I never could have imagined what would happen would happen. At about 8 months, Zev started screaming a lot, like he was in a lot of pain or a lot of discomfort. He was having a lot of tantrums. By the time he was 2, it was pretty clear that he had autism. One of the first things that happened when that came out was that I lost my job. It was absolutely a full-time job to manage his care, and that didn't count the emotional upheaval that you're going through. You're also thinking that once you get things settled, you'll be able to get back to that level, get back to that job, and sort of continue being normal. But normal never happens again. We had to sell our home, and then we rented a home that we were unaware was going into foreclosure. All my savings were gone. I had so much in savings that I was really proud that I'd been able to save so much, but it just dripped away so fast.
To be thinking of, where you're going to get your next dollar, to be looking through your things to see is there anything I can return even for $1.99 so that I could get a little money to go buy some food for the house.
We stayed in different hotels for a couple of months until the money ran out, and then we ended up at a shelter downtown. I don't think I had any ability to be ashamed that we were at a shelter because I was so much in survival mode. It was in that period that I found out about JFS. They started helping us with food. They helped us with gas when we had a car, because we didn't have a car for a while. They were really a lifesaver. I read about this complex called Bradley Housing that was going up, that JFS Housing was putting together.
When I first met Sharon, she was timid, she was quiet-spoken, she was afraid. That was very clear to me.
We've been here now for 2.5 years. It's the first stability we had had in probably several years.
One of the greatest strengths that Sharon has living at Bradley Crossing is that she's a doer and she's a giver.
Do you have a jack of clubs? The way the community works, this supportive housing, means that it's not just your neighbors, but it's your neighborhood.
They have become a family, and one of the drivers of that family is Sharon.
There's a lot of people that you know more than just, hi, how are you doing? A lot of other children have special needs as well, so you know the other moms that have special needs kids, and we have our own bond too.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Karen.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. Karen has really helped me look at specific actions that would help us become more self-sufficient on our own. And I really attribute that to why we've been able to make it now without help.
So the psychotherapy process that we've been working on has been one to help her grow and become a stronger person.
I am not the wreck that I was a couple of years ago.
Now, through this whole journey that she's been in, she is outspoken, she asserts herself, she's very clear in her mind where she needs to go and what she needs for herself as well as her son.
As far as physically, I've started walking again. I started using the exercise room so that there's a little bit of me time. I am really hoping that in the fall I'll be able to be working doing something. Ideally, I would like a job back in computers where I used to be. My son is very happy here. He knows where he lives and doesn't want to leave for a long, long time. It would be my hope that as we continue on, and hopefully I can get back to work soon, that we'll be able to do those things that really you should expect to be able to do when you're at this point in life. That you can go to a movie once in a while, that you can go out to eat once in a while, that you can have food in the refrigerator on a regular basis.
You see people suffering and they don't know where to get the help. And then they come to JFS and there's help out there for them.
JFS, I can't imagine where we would be and what I would have done if not for all your help over those years. I was as ashamed as can be to be asking for help, but you never made me feel ashamed. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping us and getting us to this place where we finally have a chance to look forward to a more normal life.